man, good evening, everybody. I know y'all was like, Sarge, what you doing on this time of evening? Why you ain't at work? Man, mind your business, man. I'm still on vacation. Your boy just came back from the family reunion, man. I had a good time. I think I had too much fun, man. But anyway, I'm back in the saddle. We're ready to go, man. Let everybody know we're on. Let everybody know we're going in. It's the Iron Elite Podcast Show, and yes, I'm going to be talking about motorcycling, you dig? Hey, Kane 4L, take us in.
I was asked the other day, hey, Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly. 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We Iron Elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Roll it up, y'all run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it. I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know Harley did it. I'm real gnarly with it. My ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene and get jiggy with it. No did it, get it? I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down and split it. Backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lanes riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll it up, gotta run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big Sarge, you in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting y'all, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, man, let's do this real quick, man. Hey, let's do this prayers to the folks of Houston, man, Eastern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Man, they going through all kind of foolishness with that storm out there, man. I've been checking in with some of my guys that I know that are in that area. Most are saying, hey, Sarge, we're hanging in and we're flooded like crazy. But, hey, no power, whatever, man. But we're still healthy. We're still kicking. We're still locked in with the family, man. So prayers go out to you guys. Anybody who's been affected by that storm, man, my prayers go out to you guys today. But, hey, man, I'm back in the saddle. I'm back moving. Man, I've been having the folks all up and down that I-10 doing their thing. And if you don't believe the heat is real, I'm telling you, don't learn the hard way. I saw and caught a situation where some bikers were out west. I can't remember the area. Somebody in the chat let me know. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I think it was somewhere around the Route 66 area or something that they were riding out. It escapes me right now, but it was 118-degree weather in the desert. And they had a few bikers that had heat fatalities, but actually I think they lost one to the heat, man. You cannot be playing around. Anything that's got to do with the southern part of the country, you can't be playing around when you're trying to talk about going long distance on these bikes. And the guests that I have today, man, they're going to be able to speak on it. That I-10 to the end, man, that weather on the south or the most southern trajectory going across the country from the state of Florida to the state of California is no joke. So this is what we're here to talk about. It's the post-interview of I-10 to the end. Yes, it's breed, man. We get tired of breed riding every dang well. Yeah, some breed and family. So we're going to bring these guys on, this young lady on, and we're going to let them talk about their epic ride across the country. So first and foremost, fam, how you feeling this evening?
I feel good, man. Feel good, man. Just trying to stay cool down here in this hot, dirty South.
No doubt, no doubt. Who we got on board, man? Let's introduce everybody and tell everybody a little bit about you. Let's go ladies first, if you don't mind.
Hey, I'm Sinnamon. I am feeling good now that I'm in AC. I'm number 265 certified.
Dad,
Been riding for about.
whoa. Well, since you did that, whoa. Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. We got to get this in there. That's what I'm talking about, damn it. All right.
Certified 265.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've been riding for about 14, 15 years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Who else we got?
This 12 plate right here. I'm rider number 266.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from Alabama, and I'm with Rap Breed.
Okay. What part of Alabama?
Florence, Alabama.
Okay. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Nola.
Oh, it's on me now, huh? Hey, my bad. I slew up the motion, huh?
Hey, there it is, my guy. You still my dog.
Hey, I'm rider number 264, Nola. I'm from a bit of everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Born in New Orleans, raised in Los Angeles, living in Tennessee. I'm from everywhere, man.
Now,
Been riding since 2016.
Hey, that's a combination for you right there. Oh, wow. Okay, that's
Yes,
what's
sir.
up. Hey, so y'all see who we got on today, man. We're going to talk about their epic ride. I-10 to the end, man. They made it look so easy. And the reason I think these guys and this young lady, they made it look so easy is because it really is prepared. When you're prepared and you use the tools that you have afforded to you to execute this ride, unless it's something that's outside of your control, typically you're going to do a pretty good job at it. Is that fair?
That's fair.
That's
It
fair.
is. It is.
Oh, okay, well, family, let's get into it. Okay, so now I know, of course, you guys took across to go I-10 End by way of, I think it was a couple chapters. It was Nashville, it was Jackson, and was it another chapter?
Huntsville.
Huntsville. Okay, Huntsville, Alabama. So, obviously you had to travel down to Jacksonville and then get it kicking. So let's say this. Okay, so now with you guys, obviously, Sinnamon, are you with a club?
No.
Okay, so you're a civilian. Okay, so we got two breeds from two different chapters. Am I correct?
Correct.
And then I've got one civilian rider or one independent rider. How do we put this thing together, and how do we prepare as a group, as a small pack, or even a medium and a large pack? What are some things that we do before getting ready to make a cross country ride like this? If anybody wants to take this and start, let's
Number
go.
one thing is to hydrate, man.
Okay.
Number one thing, and that's what I've been hearing from everybody. This was my first long run I ever did, but I have a lot of more experienced brothers in my club that have been giving me tips on what I need to do to prepare, as far as things like cooling vest, cooling towels, you know what I'm saying, making sure your bike is right and good to go. Gave me a couple of tips I can do with a bag of ice to create a little cooling while I'm running down that 100-degree weather road.
Right.
It was yeah, man, honestly, the all the advice that they gave me made this trip a lot more bearable.
Good. Okay. What about you, 12 Play? Anything particular?
I was, like you said, this is my longest trip also, but like you said, the number one thing is hydrate yourself. Try to eat healthy. I drink a lot of water anyway, so I hydrated with a whole bunch of water, coconut water, and me personally, I eat a lot of bananas.
Okay.
That was what I did.
Okay. What about you, Sinnamon?
In addition to hydrate, you definitely have to have your bike ready and your mind and body right.
So true.
Yeah,
So true.
like you have to mentally prepare for those long days in the heat. Make sure you with some good people, because that heat and hunger can make you have an attitude.
We're going to talk about it.
So you have to have your mind and body right also.
And then
Awesome.
he could also make you sleepy out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can take a nap in the ditch now if you want to pay what you're doing. Yeah, you go out there and take a ditch nap in a minute. So okay, so it's everybody's, coast to coast, and it is what it is. You got to start somewhere to get to somewhere. to do this thing. But I'm sure as we're looking at it, I'm going to let you guys tell me, things like packing, preparing your bike, preparing your additional equipment, is that something standard maybe that you guys do in the club so it wasn't that much to worry about? Or is that something that you guys have figured out through years of riding or, hell, YouTube? How did you guys figure out how to prepare and pack your bike for this ride?
I just learned mine just from just riding over the years. And mine's just from over the years. Like I said, I've been riding since 2015. So I just learned mine from over the years. And for number one thing I did learn is if you going cross country, you need to get the ESP warranty. I'm telling you from that period. Yes, you got to get that. You got to get that warranty.
I wasn't gonna let y'all get out. That was the first thing after we did all this little initial stuff, get out the way. The first thing we were gonna talk about was, why do we need an ESP and who needs it? So let's go ahead and do it. Who needed that ESP? I think it was one of the sponsors, right?
No, that was me.
Oh, that was
yes.
you.
We was on our way to Jacksonville, and we was probably about about 160, 70 miles out to Savannah, and my stator went out. My bike didn't crank, and I keep a battery pack on me, a charger, so I jumped it off and finally made it to Jacksonville, and ended up costing me, $1,600 to get my stator and a voltage regulator. So it's just part of traveling. But if I'd have had that ESP insurance, it'd have been only $50.
Man, that's God dang it, man.
But I have it now.
Facts. Oh, okay. So we ain't gonna tell you that no more. We ain't gonna
Yes, yeah.
I thought it was somebody else. Who else had a situation? Was it a clutch?
Yeah. That was
he got that fixed through ESP. They hooked him up.
ESP. Who's that? Is that a secret? Or can
you what?
Who's I can't remember who that was that had the ESP that had the clutch.
That's nephew.
Yeah, nephew. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he cleaned that thing right on up with not a dime. I saw him smiling the whole time at the dealership.
Yes.
Wouldn't worry about a thing. So for everybody who's out listening to this evening, man, the ESP is no joke, man. Go and get the ESP. Go ahead and invest in that, man. It'll be the best thing that you can do, man, if you're going to be talking about getting out here and get yonder, man, because it can get very costly, as my man 12 Play can tell you. And it could be a freak thing out of nowhere. It could be a stator. It could be, whatever. It can happen to you really quick, man. So I guess we got that established, huh, family? Being prepared, having a stator. Okay. What else would you guys suggest having as far as preparation for a ride like this? Maybe, some type of towing package, or I don't know. What y'all think?
Well, I was nervous because people told me on 10 there's nothing. So I made sure I had a gas can because they were saying gas stops are few and far between. Right. So I made sure I put the gas can on my bike, and also, like as Nola mentioned earlier, the cooling vest that we all got advice to get. Mm-hmm. So I added that to my bike when I normally don't have that.
Okay. David Bell says 16 is a
yeah.
Hey, you ain't gotta pay
joked about it for a while.
You ain't gotta pay it. You can go ahead. You can go and sit right there in the lounge and keep drinking coffee and eating popcorn.
Yeah, we can laugh about it now.
Okay, facts. Hey, so since you said that, Sinnamon, was it as bad as you thought? With the gas stops and stuff like that, was it as bad as you thought?
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but there is a lot of nothing. Yeah. But I didn't need the gas can. I know Nola had one too. We didn't need it. But the whole lot of nothing is correct. Okay. Once you get to a certain point, there is like nothing.
Okay. Did you guys maybe some of your strategy? Because I've seen it. It's happened a few times, man. It happened to some of my my breed guys out of Petersburg, they had to make some changes and some stuff on the fly, and they did it like true G's. I ain't gonna hold you. Matter of fact, I had a situation with some of the guys from Fort Washington. Had a crazy thing. Shout out to Hondon, man. That foolishness that happened at the hotel that left him high and dry. But did you guys have a strategy to say, hey, if something happens, I'm not talking about, a medical emergency where a person's, life is on the line, but if it's something that happens and a bike cannot function on, did y'all discuss, hey, this is how we're going to deal with it? We're going to give it this much time. If we can't get you fixed, then we're going to get you to safety and we're going to push you on. What was y'all strategy for that? Or y'all going to say, hey, we're going to make it no matter what?
No, we didn't officially discuss it, but I think it's unwritten that if something happens to one, we're all staying. And I know, like with 12 play situation, we had to be flexible because Harley was working on his bike, and it was like a shift. So it really put us behind schedule, and there was no leaving 12 play. There was no, oh, we're gonna go so far and you meet us. No, if he's here, we're here. And it also, you have to be flexible on rides like this, because when things like that happen, it puts off our whole plan. Our plan was to do a lot of night riding and, early morning riding, I should say, leaving at 4:00 in the morning. But now that we have to make up time because we were in Harley, now that changes and we're in the heat more. So you just have to, on rides like this, you have to be flexible and learn how to adapt to the situations that you're in.
Okay, respect. Because I remember when you guys finished up, because y'all finished up around about 4:00 here in Jacksonville, 3:34, and you know what I was thinking? Can I tell you? Are we in Truth Tree? Can I tell you what I was really thinking?
Hey, we're all family. Tell us what you were thinking.
Okay, all right. Just amongst us family. I was thinking, thank God I ain't got to go with them. Because I saw that sun setting in the west. And y'all, and I said, man, they've been sitting here all day stagnant, trying to keep the spirits up, trying to stay excited, trying to keep the energy going. And I said, man, they're going to go pay that piper for the next 3 to 4 hours. And by the way, going on the side of Tallahassee, you're gonna get an extra hour of daylight. So you're gonna pay it a little bit extra on this run. So getting out of the gate at Jacksonville, because by the way, you guys had to go down to the beach, am I correct?
Correct.
So you had to go down to the beach, had to get you some sand, because you had some other stuff going on with the coast to coast get out.
Right.
So when you finally get off and get pushing, what did you end up at, and how was the first leg coming out the gate? Anybody can take that, and we can move it around.
For me personally, that first leg coming out the gate was exciting because we were finally moving, so I wasn't complaining. We made it from Jacksonville up to Slidell, Louisiana, and we just shut it down right there. I had my uncle actually lived conveniently right off the 10 in Slidell. So we just,
Okay, so but that first night
over there.
That first night, you guys took it all the way to Slidell?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow, okay.
We made
y'all a lot better than I thought y'all was gonna be, man. I didn't think y'all was getting off the panhandle, man. I was dead serious. I said, man, he gonna beat them up. They've been at it all day. And I said, man, they're gonna shut that thing probably down in Pensacola,
we had
Mobile at the most.
We had a solid group that was determined to get this thing done, man. So we pushed it.
Good stuff. So we bed down in Slidell. Are we still motivated? We're still happy. Everything's still good to go.
Oh yeah, we were good.
Absolutely.
We joking, laughing.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
We was in good spirits.
Good, great.
Oh yeah.
So, what can you tell us about the first leg, the first day from Jacksonville to Louisiana? Was it smooth sailing? Was it any bad issues with traffic and road conditions? Anything at all that a biker coming behind you guys tomorrow would have to be concerned with?
As us, no. It was just good. But look, little construction. You had to go in, but that's just normal. Ran into a little rain. Like I said, that's just normal. But for the most part, it was normal travel. Wasn't a lot of traffic.
And we were coming through there at night, so take that in consideration.
Yeah.
We may have missed a lot of traffic because at this point it's dark. We're coming through there at night.
It's very dark in the Panhandle at night. Very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you guys had the issue with Osceola Forest going through there because it was still daytime. And Osceola Forest is that area when you get right outside of Jacksonville, all the way up until close to Lake City, where it gets really dark. It's thick woods in the center of the median.
Right, yeah, 'cause it was daylight there.
Yeah, so you didn't have them headaches like deer and all that crazy stuff in that area.
No.
Okay, great. Okay, good. So we rocking and rolling, man. So we get to Slidell about what time of night?
What time we get there? Yeah, it was about 2:00, 1:30, 2:00.
I think it's
It
when
was
we went to
probably around
bed.
there.
Okay, because we went to Waffle House too. So
Right.
Okay.
what time we
Shout
went
out
to
to
bed?
Waffle House. God dang it, man. Waffle House be getting it. Yeah.
Waffle House is disgusting.
Hey, for a bucket at 2 a.m, man, Waffle House is the best thing you ever had. So,
Nah,
so,
he.
hey, so y'all bedded down with about 2:33.
Probably around that time frame.
Yeah,
But damn, how many hours of sleep did y'all get at the hotel? About an hour?
Shoot, we slept with about maybe
4, because I think we were back up at like 7.
Around
Right.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
So 7 and y'all getting it.
yeah.
Now the next day, okay, so we leaving Slidell. Okay, so now at this point we getting into New Orleans, and where do we go from Slidell to New Orleans to where the second day?
We made it to well, of course, you know, dealing with that traffic in New Orleans, and
Okay.
then we had to deal with Texas. So we ended up shutting down in Stockton, Texas.
Okay, Fort Stockton.
Fort
Yeah,
Stockton.
Fort
yeah,
Stockton.
Fort Stockton.
So y'all had a good run the second day, a really good run.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
because
we're family. I'm gonna keep it honest.
let's keep it G.
During those daytime hours, you know, our gas stops were a little longer. I'm proud of the guys because they were honestly. I thought it was going to be a man thing where no one would say they needed a break.
Right.
People were saying, "Hey, we need to stop. I need a break," because it was hot. But then when that sun went down at night, we did our best work. We were getting it. But during the day, it was hot. So.
Yeah. You dang right, David Bell. Waffle House is the official restaurant of the I10 today. We don't care what Nola say, man. He can get a gas station donut.
Change
We
that.
don't care.
We need to change that.
Hey, so okay, and I'm happy that you said that because, lately over the last couple months, it's been hot. It's been really, really hot, especially in June here and now July. Even the end of May was really hot. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing some riders that are saying, you know what, Sarge, at a certain point of the run, we started getting to the point where we were doing gas stops every half tank. Some guys said, hey, man, we're just done with it. We're going to flip the script, and we're going to do most of our pounding at night and try to rest as much as we can in the daytime. But I'm glad to hear that you guys say, you know what, man, we're going to continue to fight and live to fight another day. If we need to make more frequent gas stops or more hydration stops, that's important because, like I said, lately here we've been seeing riders, man, get very dehydrated. And once that happens to you, for anybody who's had it happen to you, you're done for 2-3 hours. You're done because it's going to take a time to get your body back rejuvenated, back hydrated, your core temperature back down so you can still be able to function. And by then, you're going to be pretty fatigued. So I'm glad to hear you guys that, you were smart enough, wise enough to say, hey, let's do what we need to do, man. We're in here for this marathon, not for the sprint. Is that fair? Did I sum it up fairly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. So I did hear somebody say New Orleans traffic. So y'all hit New Orleans doing rush hour, am I correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So was it bad?
Mm-hmm.
I've never hit New Orleans doing rush hour, so
It was pretty much backed up from from the bridge all the way through New Orleans.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Nola, what's the name of that dang bridge? I keep forgetting it. That dang bridge that goes across Lake Pontchartrain. You don't know what it is. Start with a P.
We would just the Poncha something.
So, man, I can't remember. Hey, somebody in the chat who's smart,
I know
man.
what
They're
you're
gonna come up
talking
with a name. Somebody gonna come up with the name of that dang bridge. I keep forgetting.
Pocahontas.
It ain't
Lake Pocahontas.
But that's the 28-mile bridge, I believe.
We were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, if you get on that bridge, I would suggest everybody who's going to be riding across that bridge at least have a half a tank of gas, because like these guys went across. You don't never know, whether it be an accident on the bridge, traffic on the bridge, and if you get stuck up on that bridge, they ain't no coming off that bad boy. And if somebody has to come get you to bring you some gas, it's going to be a very long day for you. It's going to be a very day. Is that fair, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, yes.
It's best just to pull over and, well, we topped off in Slidell, so, it's just best, like you said, just best to just pull over in Slidell and top off.
Somebody said the Bonnet carries spillway, but I think it's the actual name of the bridge itself. I thought it was something else. I know it covers Lake Pontchartrain and also covers another waterway. There's something else that it's called. But anyway, we'll move on. So we get across the bridge. We get into, let's talk about Houston. Did you guys deal with anything particular in Houston?
Just, what was the guy? With mostly just traffic. At that time, because we had to stop over in Houston and we chilled and about 30 minutes.
So
Y'all say y'all chill a while?
Yeah, we had to get out
along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because y'all still, even in Houston, y'all had breed commitments. Am I correct?
Right.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
Okay.
Yep. So they took good care of us, man. They got us some Gatorade, some water.
Right.
Gave us a cool place to chill for a couple minutes, and those little stops, they pretty much reset our whole bodies, man, and gave us the ability to push it just that much further.
Awesome stuff. Awesome
Because it was
stuff.
hot back there. We got to Houston. It was
It
hot.
was mid rush hour again. Evening rush hour.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 100 now. When I get caught up in Houston rush hour, man, it makes me almost not want to go to. I just want to shut yonder down. It almost made me not want to go to California one year, man. Sitting there dealing with Houston in that rush hour traffic and even time, it could be brutal. It could be very brutal.
Then you can't even open your visor for fresh air because all you're gonna get is like a microwave oven effect.
Yeah, no doubt. And you're worried about the bike running hot. You're worried about clutches. You're worried about a lot of stuff, man, going through there. So I would suggest, man, if you don't have no choice, you don't have no choice. But I would suggest, man, plan your trip around that Houston rush hour traffic, man. Try to get there before that traffic or try to get there after, or you're going to be sorry. David Bell said, what kind of gear were you wearing?
Me personally, I had on some riding pants. I get from thermal. What is it? Where did we get that from? Where did I get them from? Sinnamon.
I don't know. We Googled those too.
What was it? Man, I can't even think of it. But anyway, and also I always wear a dry fit long sleeve shirt.
Facts. Yeah. Was anybody rocking the jeans?
Not I.
No,
Man,
I got warned about that.
It's my suggestion. Anybody out here who's listening, and David Bell threw us a curve because he know the deal. Man, you better get you a good, fine riding suit. Maybe something that has ventilation that you can open and close the flaps that helps a little bit. Dry fit shirts that you need to put on. You do not need to be fooling around with cotton this time of year. Now, we got my old school gangsters. They still going to rock jeans and chaps and, right on. But Sarge, hey, man, if you're a punk, say you're a punk. I'm a punk on this one, Pauls. I am not gonna rock jeans across. I'm gonna put on some riding pants, and just like you guys said, I'm gonna have a dry fit shirt.
Long sleeve.
Man, if you don't put on, boy, if you don't knock it off, your arms will be crispy critters if you don't play. You want to play around. What they say, black people don't get no tan salt. Yeah, they do. And it gets skin poisoning too. They sun poisoning. You better don't play around. With that being said, did anybody use any type of, maybe chapstick or sunscreen or anything? Did you guys use any of that stuff?
I had chapstick. I use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using sunscreen.
Okay. And you guys also did somebody have what's the backpack things with the water thing, the camel packs?
Like
did anybody use
Camelback?
those?
Yeah. No.
Anybody use those? Okay.
But I can one thing that no one told me about is how your eyes will dry out with that heat. It's something my eyes at certain points my eyes was burning, and I don't know if it's because I wear contact lenses or what, but my eyes were so dry. That heat, it was ridiculous.
So did you do anything special to deal with it, or you just you had to tough it out?
No, I had to G it out.
Okay.
Had to G
Okay.
it out.
Hey, sometimes we got to do that. Sometimes we got to do it. Hey, so we get across Houston. We keep pushing. We're going through San Antonio. What time is it when we're going through San Antonio? Is it dark now? Or not quite?
I don't even remember San Antonio.
Wow.
Oh, I think it was like dusk. I think it was
dusk.
getting dark. Yeah.
Yeah, because we stopped in Houston. It was I believe it was daytime because it didn't start getting dark till we were way on the other side of Texas.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I think when Stockton and we was like what? Wasn't Stockton like? Wasn't it like 60 miles or 40 miles or something like that to the line?
You talking about to what line? You talking about to New Mexico?
From Fort Stockton to
Fort Stockton is kind of like in the middle between San Antonio to El Paso.
Because we were trying to get to Van Horn and shut it down, and we didn't.
Yeah, you guys had a long run. You had a long run that day. And, I was kind of curious about that because I tell everybody once you get west of San Antonio, that's the area that we affectionately call the gauntlet. From Bernie, Texas to El Paso, because that's when, just like Sinnamon spoke about, gas stations become few and far between. And if you get back there at night, it's important for you to really time your gas stations correctly because there are gas stations that close early at night. There's a lot of distance in the desert between towns that has gas, and sometimes you just get lucky. I mean, I go across every year, and I still sometimes get close to getting caught up. You'll get to a gas station and they're out of gas, or they might be out of your type of gas, depending when you go through there. So I always suggest for everybody, if you're going to rock and you're going to go west of San Antonio where it's going to get dark on you, know where those major gas station stops are at. iExit, the app, is a good app to help you. I know some people say the Pilot is one every 100 miles, and they say, man, I just do Pilot, and I know every 100 miles I'm going to hit a Pilot that's going to come up, and I'm going to gas up there. But you can't monkey around back there because if you run out of gas, it'll be a long, long night back there in that area because I'm sure you guys can attest to ain't nothing back there. Nothing. It's closet dark. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then in the summertime, there's everything active in the desert. There's crawling, there's flying, there's slithering. So you got to take those things into account, man, when you're back there on that road. So you guys better down. You say so. You better down to Fort Stockton at this point.
Sarge, right? Hey, Sarge, 1 second. When you was talking about how dark it is out there riding, all of us was kind of experienced with riding. It was 5 of us. But see, when we ride like we was doing, we spread the highway. So if you ride, like I said, 5 or more, or 2 or 3, or however how you ride, it's best to spread the highway. And if you don't know what I mean by spreading the highway, you have 2 or 3 of y'all in one lane, 2 or 3 of them over there in the far right lane. Spread the highway, and you can kind of see the highway better.
And I think in rural Texas, you can get away with that at night. You can really get away with that because it's not going to be as many cars on the road. So you like 12 Play was saying, you can stretch out. You got room. Right. And the speed limit back there is 80 miles an hour. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful thing, ain't it? Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful. And you know what, bikers, when the speed limit is 70, we got to do 85. When the speed limit 80, we got to do faster than that. Whatever the speed limit is, we got to do faster than that. And I ain't telling nobody's secrets, but I'm just saying. So,
I'm not admitting to that.
Yeah. Anything else on that particular stretch between, say west of San Antonio, getting into Fort Stockton? Anything we need to know about in that stretch of highway?
Just like you said, I think it was a couple of times when it like what he just said, we pulled up at the gas stations and they was out of our
Out
gas.
of premium.
Yeah, they was out of. So we had to leave and go to another one, but just luckily we still, we had enough to do it. We weren't about to run out. When you think you don't need gas, get gas.
Facts. So what I said kind of was true, huh?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know y'all were dealing with that, but that happened to me. Actually, the gas station was out of regular, unleaded, and mid-grade. The only thing it had was diesel. So that didn't work too good. Yeah, that wouldn't work it out for me. But yeah, you can get yourself in a tough situation. You can go from being on top of the game to being like, oh, this is going to be a hot mess. But you guys also had gas cans and stuff with you as well. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. So we get into Fort Stockton. What time was it?
I think it was about 1 o'clock, wasn't it?
About 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was about 1.
Man, y'all were tricking off hotel money with just 3 hours. Y'all spent about 3-4 hours in the hotels. Y'all was pushing, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, gangsters get down. That's what they do. So we bed down in Fort Stockton. So the next day we get up and we start rolling. What time is it?
We got up it was 7, wasn't it?
I think it was. Because
7
whenever
a.m. Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
one of us woke
think
up,
7
it
was
was
our
wrap.
number.
Everybody had to get up. We was going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we pushed from Fort Stockton. What's the next leg? How far did we push and where do we go?
We went all the way to the door.
we
We
go.
went all the way to Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
From Fort Stockton?
From Fort Stockton.
From Fort
y'all
Stockton
boss.
to Santa Monica.
Y'all
And
boss.
we stopped and did our, stuff that we had to do. We stopped
Right.
El Paso and Phoenix. Now that's when it got real. When we
Yeah.
Yeah.
left Fort Stockton, that's when it got real. The heat. Oh yeah, that's when it got real. Then.
Wow.
Phoenix
Yeah,
had
'cause-
me questioning my life decisions. Like the heat.
Yeah, man. Because see, now you guys are hitting the thick of it, the desert. I mean, you're from this point. We got El Paso. From El Paso, we got New Mexico. From New Mexico, we got that Arizona desert. From Arizona to now, we get into to California. So it's a lot to deal with. And I tell everybody, it's 3 types of heat when you're coming across the country. You got Jacksonville to Houston. Then you've got from San Antonio to New Mexico. And then you got, I would say from San Antonio to Arizona. And then you got California that has its own type of heat. But there's 3 different types of heat out there.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Did you guys notice that?
Well, it got rough on us, like you said, about Arizona. What was it? It was a couple of times we gassed up and maybe went, 30, 40 miles down the road, and they coming up, hey, man, you got to pull over, man. And we everybody pulled over. Wasn't nobody rushing nobody, get much, water you need, brake you need. We ain't in a hurry. It's just all about safety.
Man, I appreciate, we've said this a couple of times, man, I really do appreciate that because I know how we can put pressure on each other. And then, you don't want the pack to get mad at you or get upset with you. And then what you're doing is putting yourself in harm's way. Because if something really bad happens to you, all that time that you say, well, I don't want to take too much time from the pack, everything stops at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And now people are upset because you didn't stop, because you didn't take care of yourself. But at the same time, did the pack make it known that, hey, no man, no woman needs to suffer out here. This ain't what this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ride for us to bond, to have a great time, to see the country, to be able to make relationships. There's not a time we're trying to come out here and we're riding for survival. We're not doing that, and I'm glad to see that you guys are happy to speak on it and you're proud of it. And if you need 40 miles between gas station stops, that's what you need. Yeah. My pledge is not one more damn biker go across the 10 and put themselves in harm's way. Because I've seen it, man. I really have seen it. I'm sorry. I lost myself for a minute, people. So I'm gonna let y'all take it back. So let's talk about Arizona. Any issues? And no, let's go New Mexico and Arizona. Talk to me about that stretch.
Well, I can say Nola and I were joking prior to the first couple of days because we were like, oh, everybody was trying to scare us. It's not as bad. It's not as hot as they said it was going to be. Then we reached Phoenix in that area, in Arizona, and it was like, wait, now I see what they're talking about. Now we got to get these cooling vests out because it was hot. It was hot.
To red at one point. Mine read 115. And then and what really makes it bad is when you ride out there in that heat like that, and all of a sudden you might see a cloud and it's a rain, and you got to put on these hot rain suits, and then you might be in the rain for what?
2 minutes.
10 minutes. It's pouring down raining, but you don't know. You just see the cloud. Then you got this hot rain suit on. You hurry up trying to get over somewhere and take that rain.
Hey, when that rain came, man, I refused to put on any type of top, man. I wanted to get as soaked as possible because that was an amazing feeling once that rain hit.
Hey, because you'll dry back up. You gonna dry right back up.
Oh yeah, right up. Yeah. Right up, dry right up.
Yeah. So, because you guys and y'all pushing, y'all catching the very, very strongest point of the day going through the desert. And Arizona is mean, man. Arizona is no joke.
Very.
Yeah, very. It is no joke. Matter of fact, when I get to Phoenix, I go to Phoenix every year. When I get to Phoenix, man, I typically don't do anything during the daytime. Miss me with any activity until the night when that sun go down, because it's a different type of heat. It's a dry heat. And us from the eastern part of the country, we're used to humidity. You know, we sweat. When we sweat, we know it's hot. Out there, you don't know it's hot until it's too late.
Yeah, it's hot.
Like a sauna, Nola said earlier, you couldn't lift your modular up because it was like steam coming in. It's so hot.
Yeah, facts.
And then none of it cool off. I mean, it was. You see, we left Phoenix. It was in the oven when we got there and when we left, and then it got night on us. And at nighttime, it was still 105 degrees. It didn't cool off until we got to what?
California at night.
Outside, just a little bit outside of California. That's when the weather started.
It changed a little bit. We get up in the elevation. How was the bikes running?
Oh, everybody's bikes.
Everybody, yeah. Bikes
no issue
good.
with the bikes.
Didn't have any issue.
No burning oil. No crazy goofy stuff.
I did have one scare when we stopped right at the California state line to get a picture. I turned my bike off to get the picture. Then I tried to turn it back on. It powered on, lights and everything came on, but when I tried to start it up, it wasn't turning over. I'm like, man, you get me all the way out here and then you want to act like this.
Yeah.
But I think I just had, my bike, I had too much going on, too many things charging on it and stuff. So I had to disconnect everything. I sat there, let it wait for a while, and probably about 5 minutes later, it started back up. And throughout that whole trip, that was the only issue I had with my bike.
Did you guys see any fluctuation with tire PSI?
No, I didn't.
Because my bike didn't. At least I don't think mine show it. I don't know where is that if it do.
Okay. That happens from time to time when we're out there riding in that part of the country again. Really, really high. PSI goes really high. Next thing you know, constantly letting the air out of it. And then in the morning it's low as heck, and then now you're feeling the air back in. So I was just kind of curious. I mean, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. I normally don't have an issue with it, but this year, for a reason, I had a bunch of issues with it this year. And I've noticed some riders did as well. So, okay, so we cracked Cali now. So we in front of the sign. I saw y'all styling and profiling and doing your thing. It's a good feeling, ain't it, Cinnamon? It's a good feeling.
It is.
You're like, y'all got y'all now.
Yeah.
So what was the feeling like? I mean, we cracking Cali for the first time. We're in the land of splitting lanes. How we feeling?
Once we got to Cali, it was like, man, we gonna go and knock out this. What we have, y'all? Maybe I can't remember, but we was just like, man, we gonna knock this out. We ain't stop.
Whatever it was, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
we was getting to that pier.
In the saddle and you there.
Yeah.
A couple hours in the saddle and you there. How does it feel riding through the mountains? You got, some of y'all from Nashville, so I know y'all get up in the mountains quite a bit, right? Chattanooga area, that area. Man, that's so pretty riding around that area anyway. Anyway, I'd have a Chattanooga end to the end ride, man. That thing is so nice going through the mountains in Tennessee. It's beautiful. So you guys, we're getting into, say, IE, San Bernardino area, getting into LA County area. Splitting lanes. Anybody split lanes before?
Yeah. Well,
Or-
actually, it was nighttime, so I don't think we experienced it, did we? At night?
we didn't have to do it. We didn't have to do it.
No.
That
Okay,
night.
because you got in there late.
Yeah, but the next morning,
Yeah.
when we got up,
Yeah.
did like,
Had to go do that, huh?
yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you got in there, some of the riders who came before you guys, they got in there during the evening rush hour traffic, and if you don't split lanes, man, you don't have no choice. You got to. You got to. It is the most. It is tiresome going through LA traffic and thinking that you're not gonna put your foot on the ground because it's even more dangerous because of traffic. You have to split those lanes.
You have to.
And it's a whole different get out. That's when loud pipes come into play. I'm telling you, if you got loud pipes, that's the man, because you're gonna be letting every car know what's going on. Because most of them understand the assignment, and some of them gonna play you close, and they ain't gonna give you no room to get between that. But they gonna expect you to get between it. Yeah. So we get in. So we navigate through LA. At this point, did you guys use the 10 to the end like I told you, or you use the GPS to get your way through there?
We just used 10 all the way.
10 to the end.
Yeah, 10, because there was something like they told you like go off to where the way we were like toward our hotel. No, we got to stay on 10. Stay on 10.
It would have messed you up like nobody's business. I always suggest, and a lot of things that I'm saying here today, I'm actually trying to reemphasize to the viewers on this podcast and on the YouTube, that especially the ones that are signed up that's going to be getting ready to ride soon. These things are repetitive, but they work. Do not try to go outside what we're talking about here, or you're gonna make a headache for your own self. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all tell me, in LA, you get off the major thoroughfare, it might take you a while to get back on it again. Am I correct?
Yes.
It ain't like a small town America. You know, you miss the exit, man. It might take you a minute to get back, playing around in the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else about California as we're getting ready to hit Santa Monica Pier? Anything that the viewers need to know about in particular?
Yes, those roads are awful. Man, so many potholes, so many bumps, and at night you couldn't even see most of them. So it looks like everything is clear and good. The next thing you know, you thrown up a little bit off your seat.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yikes!
So,
Got construction.
definitely.
Got so much construction going on, and you got to be careful with the roads because they be sometimes you get in that little swerve and you don't see it at night.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So we get into Santa Monica Pier, and now I see y'all. I'm watching you on the glimpse doing your thing, moving around and bikes, just kind of doing what they were doing. And then I see that wonderful picture, man. I see these smiling faces. How does it feel? You've made it from, actually, in this case, you made it from Jacksonville Beach to Santa Monica Pier, California, man. How we feeling now? What we thinking about? What we talking about?
Man, we all was just excited just to do that ride, man. We was a little behind on schedule, but we made it.
Boy, God good.
I was just happy because it was like one of my bucket list things. I wanted to do 10 to the end. I was able to do it. So I was proud. I was happy for the guys that were with me because we all set out on this venture together and we all completed it. We all had a good time doing it. It was all our first times doing it. So we built bonds. We had laughs. I had a good time, and I was happy to do it with the crew I did it with.
Awesome. I hope I can get Nola back up. Maybe I think his phone might have went down, but as soon as I get him, so I can get him connected, I get him right back on the
Nola
phone.
has phone problems because his phone got wet in the rain.
Nola ain't bought a new phone yet?
He said,
He ain't bought a new phone yet.
Oh, Lord.
It works when it wants to.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So if you're riding and have your phone out, take it down when it rains.
Oh, so I thought he had an Obama phone. That Obama phone.
No, he got wet in the rain.
So now at this point, now we're at Santa Monica Pier. Let's do this real quick. So man, I got 3 the hard way. Then made it from way of Alabama, Huntsville, Nashville, to Jacksonville, Florida, all the way across to Santa Monica Pier. Man, that is no joke. That is no joke. What you guys accomplished, and I'm proud of you, man. That was awesome. So hopefully, because I want Nola's last thoughts, man. I don't want to do this to him, man. He went the whole show, and I want him to be able to flex on it, man. To stunt and do his dance. Yeah. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we got. This is what we're looking at again. We're gonna try to bring them rider numbers up. So we got Nola 264, we got Sinnamon 265, and we got 12 plate 266, man. So let's do this. Let's kill this last segment. So we'll do ladies first. Your takeaways from the ride, the good, the bad, the ugly, and what would you like us to, what was your reflection? What would you like us to know about this ride from your words?
One, it can't be enough to prepare for the heat. The heat is no joke. I think I kind of underestimated it because I always drink water. So I'm like, oh, I drink water anyway. I'll just drink some additional water. But after a while, like that heat plays a factor. You need to hydrate, and not only just hydrate, eat the right things, because you can't just eat like McDonald's and fast food or whatever and go out and heat like that. It won't work. So you need to prepare your body for that ride in that heat. If I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't do it this time of year. Okay. But I think it's having the right people to go on this ride with. It was so much fun. Like, we built bonds. We had because the 3 of us. I mean, this is our first long ride together. We recently just met each other. When I meet you at 12 in like April, May or something like that. And so and Nola I've been knowing since February. So considering we recently start riding together and to go all the way across country, we had a blast. We built bonds. So
hey, Nola, I'm trying to bring you on, but your camera, you've got to give it access to your camera.
Nobody.
Can you hear me, Nola? There we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you good. Okay, awesome. Anything else, Cinnamon? I'm sorry. Anything else?
No, that's it. I was happy to ride with these guys.
Awesome. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. 12 play. You want to go ahead and take it, bro?
Sinnamon just hit it on, and she pretty much just hit it on with everything. And when you're on the road like that, we don't eat. You don't sit down and eat no meal. We eat, bananas, beef jerky, just small stuff like that. You do not eat no full course meal.
Okay. So what's your? I mean, so you ain't flex, you ain't do a dance, you ain't running man, you ain't do no.
I'm still dancing.
To the side?
Oh, we did all that.
Oh, okay. You ain't grip walk or nothing.
He's out here clown at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, all right. Bet. Nola, what was your takeaway, man? What was the good, the bad, the ugly, and some reflections? What would you want us to know about this after your ride?
Shoot, man, the good, man. We set a goal, and man, we accomplished it, man. And like I said, I think that this trip, this experience, everything was possible because of the solid group of people we had, man. We all looked out for each other, and we all put each other first. So if 4 of us wanted to continue pushing about another 200 miles, and one said, "No, man, I need to shut it down," hey, we shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Because we was all just thinking about getting there. We wanted to get there as fast as possible, of course, but we wanted to get there as safe as possible as well. And like I said, man, we were together for a while, and you know what I'm saying. Some of us really didn't know each other, but we strengthened our bond through this trip, man, and that was a beautiful thing to me because I met 12 play the day we was taking off.
Woo.
Now,
Wow.
this is my guy. We making
Very
plans
cool.
to come out there,
Very
visit
cool.
him, chill with him, get to know him even better. So you know what I'm saying. It was that was like one of the major parts for me. Is just building this bond, man. The ugly was definitely that weather, man. At some points, I can feel the sun just snatching my energy, just snatching my. I had to pull up to the front of the pack and do some signals like, hey, we got to go, we got to get off, man. I need something to drink or something.
I ain't got one more second for this heat. Wow.
Yeah. We need to go. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was just, and especially for this being my longest run, man. Like I said, man, these guys made this an amazing experience, and it's opened my eyes to how real this is and how important being prepared is. Because, man, you go out there unprepared, you asking for trouble.
I just made a comment there today. I'm glad you said it. You're asking for trouble if you go out there not prepared for that heat and the weather and the conditions out there. This is not a kid's game. This is grown folk stuff. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Nola. Finish your thought, bro. I'm sorry.
This was like. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So for me personally, this was like a major accomplishment because I'm in a club full of guys that they ride, man. They get crazy amounts of miles per year, and this I finally felt like, you know, like I did something big. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, I'm at the table, man. I'm at the table now.
Bit, like I'm contributing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. When you go back to the clubhouse, do your dance, but don't do it too long. Man. Just do a quick dance. Don't do no 3-5 minute.
I already know.
Yeah, they might tell you to sit on down somewhere. Hey, a couple quick questions I got before I let you guys go, man. Did anybody do any saddle sores? David Bell asked that. Did anybody do any saddle sore IBH stuff on the ride? Or you were really just doing breed commitments and the I-10 to the end?
Just those two.
Okay.
That was it.
Good to go. Okay. The other question I had. Okay, here's the big one. Y'all ready? We're in the trust tree, right? We're in the trust tree. We ain't gonna be doing online. If Sarge wanted to go across the country today, the I-10 to the end, how much Lucci is it gonna cost me, man? What my tab gonna look like? Now I ain't talking about tab that breaks down tab. I'm just saying if nothing go wrong, what do you think I need to have in my pocket?
In your pocket or on your card?
On your pocket and your card. Yeah.
Go ahead, Sinnamon.
No, I had I had like $1,000 in gas, so cut that in half, maybe.
Okay.
Cause that was there and back, and there was nothing but gas on that card.
Yeah, gas and hotel.
It was like I take that back. I'm exaggerating. It's about $800.
Okay, so what about hotels? Did you guys like try to double up on hotels and that type of stuff, or?
We all slept in it was 5 of us. We all slept in the same room.
That's how gangsters get out.
Yeah, we all in the same room on couches. Just stretched out.
Because we were not there long.
Facts.
Yeah.
Anything you have to do to lessen that blow? Yeah. I'm gonna say for everybody who ain't gonna go 6 and 7 deep in the room, I'm gonna say we've been noticing so far it's been, about 1,500. About 1,500. And I mean if you bougie, $2,000. But if you can live on a decent budget, 1,500. If you like these guys and you say, hey man, we ain't finna trick off our money on nothing but gas and maintenance. You can do it cheaper than that. The bigger the pack, the more stuff, and if you get hookups on the road or whatever. But that's what we typically say. unless you have a issue. So what will we need to have on an emergency credit card, you would think? What's the minimum you think we need to be playing with?
2,000.
Fine.
Maybe 2,500.
Yeah, around there. Harley going.
Yeah.
Harley
So
gonna
he,
get all of
he
that.
killed a bunch of his emergency
Harley
credit
gonna
card
take
right
all
at the
that
grave.
emergency fund.
He couldn't afford to have one more mercy.
You were 16 down. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So you think an emergency credit card, $2,000 at least?
I say
Yeah.
5.
About
$5,000.
about,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
about
5.
$2,000, 2,500. You say 5? Oh,
I'm thinking 5, but 2,500 because I mean you can do some damage now. If you don't have AAA,
Yeah.
you can kill yourself on AAA on towing, and then when you get the maintenance bill,
Yeah.
oh, you can run $5,000 up easy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you can run $5,000 on that run from Atlanta to the ladies that Sale and KD took over to Atlanta. I think one of those towing bills, man, was $1,600.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
on the way back, you think about one of the guys had clutch problems, and on the way back, one of the guys had his stator went out, so he had to get a tow truck, and just luckily he had ESP. But if he didn't have ESP, man, he probably could have been out of $5,000.
Well, let's do this, gang, because I know y'all got things to do. People at work, everything going on. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's give him up. Let's give a round of applause. Rider 264, 265, 266. Thank you so much for caring enough to share your ride with us, man. We're going to be better motorcycle riders from your stories, man. So, family, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Any last words before we let y'all get to y'all families?
Y'all be safe on these highways.
Facts.
go out there and get
Anything
some
else?
yonder.
Go out there and get some yonder. Take care, fam. Salute. Much love. And that package is in the mail. It's coming your way.
All
We'll
right,
see
thanks
ya.
a lot.
All right. Peace.
Yes, sir.
I was asked the other day,
Appreciate
hey,
it.
Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Harley up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big storm, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Harley up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big storm, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
Hey, man, let's take a couple minutes here to just go over some news and notes and just get things caught up. Because, hey, man, we back in the saddle, man. I got work to do, things to do to get caught up, man, so we're going to be good to go. A couple things I want to talk about. The first topic is the doggone Titan Award link. Please, we're running out of time. At the end of the month, the link is coming down and no more nominations for the 2025 Titan Award. Man, so please, the link is on the Iron Elite page. Go to the featured section, to the top pent up section of the page, and fill out the link. If you know someone who's qualified and who's worthy of getting that award, don't worry. If you want to know the definition of a Titan, Sarge, what is a Titan? It's all there at the top of the page, the definition of a Titan and the qualifications of the Titan. So it's there for you. So if you have someone that you would like to nominate, man or woman, for the Titan Award for 2025, you got roughly about 2.5, 3 weeks to do it. It only takes about 15 minutes to fill a link out. If you're really thorough and you do a great job, it might take you 30 minutes to do it. So whoever that person is that you think is qualified, I'm sure they would appreciate if you would take that 30 minutes of your life to be able to nominate them, man, for us to be able to celebrate these folks. So again, the Titan Award, the nomination process is getting ready to close up. Don't wait to the last minute to try to get it in the last 30 minutes. Don't do that, man. That's not good business. Go ahead and do it now. It's very easy to do. I do have, people reach out, hey, Sarge, the merch gear, how do we get the merch? Every show on YouTube, we post the merch link in the description, so it's there for you. At any time you want to pull down the merch link and order something, whether it's the Iron Elite gear, whether it's the Keep It Motorcycling gear, or whatever, you can go ahead and do so. We appreciate you for those who have supported over the years, who've reached out to grab the merch gear. Thank you so much. And I hope you're proud as you pimp your merch gear, you walk around and you flex on your merch gear. I hope you're just as proud of the brand and what we're trying to do. I think the I-10 to the End, the folks who just registered over the last few days, we've got everything caught up. We're ready to go. We're ready to receive you guys. Hopefully you guys are preparing. You're watching the podcast. You're watching the YouTube shows to get the all this last minute information you can to make sure you mitigate any risk on your ride, man. So we want everybody to have a healthy, happy ride. So again, go over to YouTube's, take a look at the videos, man. We got a bunch of videos out there. We've got a lot of materials out there that we put out there for you guys. So there is no excuse, you dig? Let's talk about this real quick if you guys don't mind as well. We're constantly working on building the channel. I'm constantly working on getting things better. How I do what I do is through donations to the program, which you guys are gracious enough to share with us. We take it and we use it on the things that we do to be able to build a platform, whether it's equipment and the cameras and the computers and all that type of stuff, whether it's any type of new programs and things that we do. We use everything to support our cause and what we do on the program. And for those who support the channel, those who are always watching the channel, with those who care to give us a like, who care to give us a comment, who care to share the page with us, thank you so much. We could not do what we do without you guys' support and love and help. So thank you so much. I would suggest for those who are new to the channel, hey man, share the channel with other people that you think that are like-minded people that would enjoy the content and the things that we're doing. As we move along, there's going to be a lot more shows that's going to start coming into play. We're going to start talking a lot more about certain things, equipment, and I'm going to start doing some more work with the dealership and some mechanic shops and some audio shops. We're gonna try to make this a one-stop shop for everything that's about motorcycling. And of course, we'll continue to talk about health things. With Nurse Tiffany, we'll have her on and we'll talk about safety things. And eventually we'll transition into colder weather riding and we'll start talking about that. Hopefully I can bring my man Ken Phoenix on and we could talk about cold weather riding gear and modifications and all this cool stuff for heated gear to make sure we continue to be able to do what we do safely, man. And when you do it safely, that makes it so much fun. So that's what we got, man. Hopefully everybody's having a great day, a great Monday, man. You guys remember to take your tail to work and work and work and work, because those motorcycle parts ain't cheap, man. We'll see you guys back here soon. Hopefully I can do the show tonight. Look like I'm running into some issues with Griff, him and his guys, but hopefully we can get him on tonight. If I can't get him on at the 8:30 show tonight, I'm going to pray for trying to knock it out tomorrow morning. But I do have quite a few podcast interviews to do this week, so we're going to be bringing on many shows, and we're going to be talking about the great rides. And oh, by the way, Dr. Remy, congratulations to her. Man, I got to take a look and see what Doc Remy's number was. I think I want to say, give me 1 second. See what Doc Remy's number is. I probably have to. 1 second. I want to say Doc Remy was 269, but let's see. We're going to figure this thing out right now. Okay. No, actually, Doc Remy is 273, man. So shout out to Doc Remy. Let's do this real quick. You guys don't mind. Dr. Remy, she did her thing, man. Came in from California to Jacksonville yesterday evening, man. So she's doing her thing. She's on her way heading down to Key West because she's knocking off the four corners as well, man. So hopefully I'll see her up here in Jacksonville tomorrow. We'll be able to do her patch presentation. So y'all stand by for that. She's riding all over America getting it in, man. So we're going to try to slow her down tomorrow, hopefully, and to be able to do her patch presentation. So she's rider number 273. So, man, y'all reach out on the social media page, man, and give her a shout out and congratulations for doing her thing, man. So got some more riders that's going to be coming from the West Coast in the next few days, man. So we're ready for them. We cannot wait. And like always, man, we saying the 10 says, come on in and come get your whooping. So make sure your behind is hydrated, man, before getting on that dang road. So we going to do this, man. we going to get it out of here. Kane 4L, man. Let's get it caught up, man. Let's get us out of here, Kane 4L.
On my road glide, looking so fly, 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We earn elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Hold it up, down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big storm. You in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big storm. You in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it. I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know I hardly did it. I'm real naughty with it. My ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it, get it? I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down to split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll it up, down the road, run it up, wrap it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the South. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?